Hi Virgo, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. So we have a new moon in Libra at the end of the month and a full moon in Pisces on the 14th. Saturn goes direct on the 18th. And then we have the solstice on the 23rd. So we'll get into that later. Let's see what the cards say for Virgo for love and relationships. What does Virgo need to know about love and relationships for September 2019? What is coming up for Virgo in September 2019? What does Virgo need to know about love and relationships in September 2019? The Devil, the Nine of Pentacles, the Sun, the Chariot, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Death card, the Moon, and the Three of Swords. We have some heavy energy this month and new beginnings. So the Devil card is a card of, it could represent fear, it could represent addiction, it could represent passion. So you could be caught up in a relationship that you find hard to break out of. There's either a strong attraction, strong desires. Maybe it's a physical attraction. There's also fear connected to it. Maybe you're afraid of leaving. It's like you have such a strong connection to this person, it's hard to break away from. You almost feel like they've got this hold on you. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, you would really like to have more independence. The Nine of Pentacles is about someone who is working toward financial freedom, wanting to do work where you have more autonomy or more independence, where you don't have to be, where you're not micromanaged or you're not stuck to a desk. And for a lot of you, you may have achieved this goal, but now you're feeling lonely, like you want to share your life with someone. If you're not in a relationship, you're looking for passion, you're looking for something. But I feel like some of you may be in something that you're trying to break free from. But you worry about the financial aspect of it. Can I survive on my own without this relationship? I really want to break free, but I don't know about my financial security. So you might be tied to someone because of financial reasons, not necessarily love. And then you have the Sun here in the past. Now the Sun, at one point this relationship was really good. You had a lot of fun. But maybe your energies were too scattered. You have the Chariot here. The Chariot is a card of learning how to control your mind and your focus. It's about success through discipline and focus. Maybe you've had too many irons in the fire. So if you were in a relationship, it's possible that you were distracted by other things, that you weren't focused on the relationship. Maybe there were other people that you could date, or if you're in a dating situation. If you're in a committed, maybe there was temptation. There was too much temptation pulling you away from a relationship. And if you're trying to make some type of career move, you just had too many, you just couldn't focus on any one thing. Because I'm feeling that there was a lot of confusion, like you're not sure what you want. And that's why your success has been blocked, because you've been spreading yourself too thin. Instead of focusing on one thing, saying, I really want to do this, or I really want to focus on this one relationship, or I want to focus on this one career path, you've been all over the place. So you feel like you're not moving, you're not going anywhere. And you have this Two of Swords coming up here. This is a card of indecision. You're on the fence, trying to decide, where do I focus my energy? What do I really want in a relationship? What do I really want in a career? And because you haven't been able to make that decision, it's like you're blocking success because you're not focused. So you need to start focusing, taking time out to think about what you really want and focus on the type of work you want to be doing, the type of relationship you want to be in. You have the Ace of Wands here in the near future. There's an opportunity for a new beginning. Something that really excites you. It could be a new relationship. It could even be a new job. But I feel like you're almost waiting. There's like a stalemate in a relationship with the Two of Swords. Like you don't want to reach out to someone. You're waiting for them to reach out to you. And they're waiting for you to reach out to them. So there's like messages that there's like words that have been unspoken. You need to communicate with someone, but you're kind of on, you're not, neither one is moving toward resolution. But at some point, you're going to have to break the ice, drop your guard, and lay your cards on the table. You're going to have an honest conversation with someone and tell them how you feel so that things can move forward one way or another. Because you are going to have new opportunities. Don't think that if one thing doesn't work out, that's it. There is a new opportunity coming. So I feel like there's like an ending followed by a new beginning. Now here you have the Five of Cups. So a relationship could be unstable right now, especially with the Three of Swords as an outcome card. You may be having a sense of regret over the past decisions. Maybe you've suffered the loss of a relationship and you're regretting that decision, or you're regretting actions that led to that breakup. And there's nothing you could do to change the past. I feel like something needs to end, like you're at the end of a cycle, because you have the Death card here in your environment. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. And maybe the person you're involved with is just saying, this is it, it's over. I don't want a reconciliation. And someone has to accept, you have to accept that everything has a beginning and sometimes things come to an end and you have to release. So this is a card of something ending. And this person is like leaving flowers on a grave. It's like accepting the facts, accepting that something has ended. Some cycle in your life is ending. And mourning it and then releasing it. Like, feel the feelings you have to feel. And maybe you have some regret about it or around it. But in order to move forward, you have to release the past. And no matter how difficult it is to break free, maybe your fears are holding you back from breaking free because you're thinking, I don't know if I could support myself financially. I don't know how can I survive by myself alone. The Moon card is here. There's a lot of like this. You're wondering about. It's a card of imagination, deception, illusion. And I feel like it's more like confusion because this is in your wish fulfillment sector. So for some of you, you might be confused about what you want in a relationship. You're not sure what you want. For others, it could be confusion around a career path. So you may have a relationship as your base, but your career path is kind of shaky. And another way that the Moon can play out is having a career that involves things ruled by Neptune, like psychic ability, creativity, intuition, healing. So if you're on a healing path, that's the best energy of this Moon. But if that's not the case, then and if it's surrounding a relationship, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot that you don't know. And you may be worried about deception in a relationship. Maybe you're feeling that, is my partner being honest with me? Is there stuff I need to know? And I'm not, I don't know all the facts. And so you need to have that conversation. If you had a falling out with someone, you need to talk to them and clear up some things. There's too much confusion and illusion around, maybe too many things that were left unsaid. So you need to clear that up through conversation, through communication. And the Three of Swords. This is a card of severing whatever's no longer working. Letting it go. Cutting away the deadwood so that you can be ready for this new beginning. Because I feel like there's the potential for a new beginning. And this may not happen until the spring of next year. Maybe March, sometime in March. So this, between now and then, you're going to be clearing out what's no longer working. Clearing out if something is coming to an end, if you feel like a relationship has run its course, it's time to let it go. It's time to release it, mourn it, put it to rest. Feel whatever sorrow you have to feel, but clear it out so that you can be ready for this new beginning. Because you do have the sun here in the reading. And when the sun is in the reading, the sun gives you the power to overcome any problems. So if you really wanted to save a relationship, for some of you, there could be some potential because the 2 cups are still full. And the way that you're going to do that, the way that you can save a potential relationship that's kind of shaky right now, is through communication. Not being afraid, because this is in your fear sector. You're kind of afraid to reach out. I feel like there's a fear behind reaching out and communicating with the other person. But that's the only thing that's going to help save the relationship. If you can reach out and talk and be honest and drop your guard, then you may have the potential to save a relationship. And there may also be something that has to end. There is something that has to end that's preventing you from connecting. And then you could have a new beginning with the same person. So for some of you, you might be ending a relationship that's served, it's done. It was once good and now it's no longer fulfilling, so you're clearing it out, getting ready for the new. For others, you may want to reconnect with someone and help and maybe apologize for past mistakes or try to work out something, create some type of harmony. But you have to clear up the deception. You have to release. If you've been deceiving someone, if there's been any kind of infidelity, you have to put an end to it. You have to come clean and be honest. And that could help heal the relationship. But really the choice is up to you which direction you want to go in. Because you do have this Ace of Wands and you have the Sun. So you can overcome the problems. But this reading is a general reading, so I'm trying to speak to all possibilities. For some, it'll be ending one situation, ending a relationship that didn't work out, so that you can start a new relationship that you're really excited about. For others, it'll be ending something that's been blocking you, maybe some temptation. Like if you're in a relationship and you had like a side thing that was taking you away from your main relationship, putting an end to that so that you can focus on the main relationship that you really care about. So you have to make that choice. You can't keep both situations going. One has to go. One has to end so that you can survive with the other. And that's the Chariot. You've been scattered. You've been, diverting your attention in 2 different places or maybe more, and that's not working. That can't work. You have to focus on. So figure out who do you want to really be with, and that's where you should. So let go of the other. You can't have a third party situation. Let go of the other and focus on the one you really want. And then you could bring that. You can have that new beginning by the spring of next year, once you clear out whatever's no longer serving you. So let's look at the astrology. The full moon in Pisces, it falls in your 7th house. So a relationship is coming to completion in September. The full moon usually brings things out into awareness. It shines a light. So if you have any secrets or anything that's hidden is going to come out now. So if there was any kind of deception in a relationship, because you have Neptune in the 7th house, that deception is going to come out. But that's good, because it's going to help you make your decision. So whether you're the person who is deceiving or whether you've been deceived, that's all going to come out. And once that truth comes out, then you know what you have to do. You have Mars and the Sun in the 1st house, so you're going to be ready for a new beginning. And you have Mercury and Venus in the 1st house. So that's communication. But it's at the 29th degree. So something is, you have to finish. It's like you have to have closure. You have to finish something up, and you have to communicate to bring this closure. Jupiter is squaring this full moon from the 4th house. So that brings home issues to the, there's tension around the home. And it really, the way out of this tension is through the 10th house of career. So you have to do something in your career. You have to, maybe you have to, a new job. This could represent a new job, the Ace of Wands. Maybe you have to focus more on your career path and bring in more support, financial support. Or if a relationship ends, you have to have a job. You have to focus on a job to bring in so that you can support yourself. Because things are changing in your 5th house of creative self-expression, children. You have Saturn and Pluto there. You have heavy responsibility around children. And Pluto is transforming. You could have like a romantic relationship that changes the way you express yourself, the way you have fun. Someone really intense could be in your life when Pluto's in the 5th house. But I feel like there's some type of closure that's happening in September, one way or another. You're communicating, you're having closure, the truth's coming out. And then you have this new moon in Libra. And the new moon in Libra is in the 2nd house. That's your house of money. And it's opposing Chiron in the 8th. So you have some issues around intimacy that you have to heal. You have some issues around money and self-worth. What am I worth financially? Can I bring in money? Maybe you're feeling like you have to heal the part of you that says, I'm not good enough. I can't earn this money. Or I'm not worthy of financial abundance. Or I'm not worthy of love. Because Venus, Libra is about relationships. Am I worthy of love? You have Venus in the 2nd house. So Venus is going to bring money in. Venus is going to bring love in. And it's sextile to Jupiter at this new moon. You have an opportunity for a new beginning at the end of the month, where you feel more valued. You feel better about yourself. So maybe that happens because you get rid of toxic relationships. You end anything that's draining you, that's not making you feel good about yourself. And then you have this new beginning that way you feel more confident and you feel more worthy of love. And that brings abundance to you. When Venus sextiles Jupiter, that could bring a fortunate partnership that brings in love and money. Because Venus in the 2nd house is going to increase your finances in some way. But you have to heal first the wounds that are preventing that from happening. You might have been blocking it, feeling not worthy. So any work that you can do to make yourself feel valued and lovable will help bring in financial support and love as well. So that's the message I have for you, Virgo, with this new moon in Libra. I hope this reading was a help to you. And if you'd like to have a private reading, just contact me through the link in the description box. And I want to say thank you for those who have supported this channel. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking, subscribing. If you liked this video, if you felt it was a help, Let me know how you feel. Click on the subscriber button. And if you're new, welcome. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. It's what keeps this channel going. And I hope you have a wonderful September. This is your month. Happy birthday, Virgo. If you're a Virgo, you're probably celebrating a birthday in September. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.